Hello everyone, and welcome to my Bold and Beautiful Today channel. I hope everyone is having a wonderful day. Before we begin, please hit the subscribe button and give this video a thumbs up. Taylor is rocked by Steffy's revelation, and Finn and Luna reunite. When Steffy is by herself, she does laundry, but she stops to remember when Finn revealed to her that he was Luna's father. When Taylor shows up, she says, "Steffy, honey. What is it? What's the matter?" Steffy is unsure of how to put it. It has to do with children, but it has nothing to do with Kelly or Hayes. B&B Steffy. Luna sees an article about Katie Logan working with her son while at Bill's house and smiles. She frowns when she sees a picture of him with Electra. She then leaps to an article about the passing of Tom Starr. After zooming up on his picture, she compares their features in the mirror and seems dejected. She simply cannot recognize the likeness. Her father must be someone else. Eric receives an update from Zend, Ridge, and Daphne at the Forrester mansion regarding the fragrance line debut, which is sure to be a big success. Eric is concerned that this will make Carter believe he made the correct decision. Ridge believes he is coming to terms with the fact that Hope brainwashed him, and Daphne isn't really sure. Carter is still the kind man they previously admired, according to Daphne, who has worked with him on the line for a long time. Hope will see their companion and company return to them once she is able to release Carter. She leaves with Zend. Ridge confides in his father that he doesn't believe Carter is content with all of this achievement. They choose to use the laptop to look at the scent collection. Ridge restates his confidence that Carter is reconsidering this takeover. Carter battles his feelings of guilt. Carter sits behind the desk and scowls at Forrester. He remembers his last heartbreaking chat with Ridge. Carter B&B. Hope smiles as she enters the threshold and then observes his face. "What's going on?" she asks. Carter's thoughts were elsewhere, so he didn't hear her enter. She asks where Daphne is and thinks he's getting psyched for the big launch. She has not yet been seen by Carter today. Hope ponders her possible location. "I hope B&B. Carter admits to Hope that he always feels anxious before a drop, but that success should be assured with Daphne's help. Zend and Daphne enter and prepare for the launch. According to Daphne, the partnership might be a harbinger of a significant shift. Who knows what might occur if it does? Finn informs the administrator at the prison that he must meet Luna Nozawa and that he will not accept no as an answer. He is not permitted to receive that information from the man. "Then find me someone who is," yells Finn. The administrator is perplexed because she was found guilty of killing her father. "I need to see Luna. I'm her father." He needs to tell her that he is her father, even though Finn claims that wasn't the case. "She is currently under home arrest," the father adds with a sigh. Finn shouts, "Arrest in the house. Which home?" There is no logic to this. After declaring that he has said too much, the administrator leaves. "Where are you, Luna?" asks Finn. Daphne's line is amazing. Eric says the fragrance drop was amazing at the Forrester mansion. Daphne is correct, they will profit greatly. He apologizes for supporting his own team. Ridge gives his father a shoulder pat. Ridge tells him to relax. The business will be in good condition when they retake it. Hope and Carter's time at Forrester is coming to an end. Hope, Zend, and Carter learn that the scent line is a big hit at Forrester. Hope claims that this demonstrates that the takeover was the proper course of action. Carter turns to face Daphne, who is observing him as he smiles. Hope discusses interviews with Daphne while Carter answers a call. Zend assures Daphne she did a fantastic job, and Carter disconnects. Hope crows that Carter's leadership and ideas are the reason why Forrester is receiving praise from all across the world. Daphne pulls an ugly grimace. Hope informs Carter that they will celebrate later as she and Zend depart for a meeting. Carter should be ecstatic, Daphne tells him, but he doesn't seem to want to celebrate. She encourages him to confide in her, saying, "We both know why." "I'm concerned." Carter Daphne B&B. Taylor receives a startling development. Taylor asks Steffy whether she is pregnant while they are at the Cliff home. Although Steffy claims she isn't, their family has grown by one very undesirable member. Taylor informs her kid that she isn't logical. Steffy continues to babble until Taylor instructs her to sit down and begin at the beginning. Steffy claims that while Finn has been busy and distracted, she could tell something was wrong with him. He informed her that she needed to know something on their anniversary. She brought it up again when they were finally alone. It has to do with his past. She claims that Finn was used since she was older and he was only 18. His first was her. When I tell you who it is, you won't believe me. Taylor is shocked to learn that it was Poppy. That's not even the worst of it, Steffy informs her. B&B Steffy Taylor. Finn returns to his office and looks for news of Luna's transfer to prison, but he finds nothing. He quickly discovers that his daughter is at Bill Spencer's residence after receiving a message that reads, "Your daughter's being held at 3197, Holden Drive, Bel Air, California, 90077. He enters the address into his map app and leaves. Finn and Luna meet in person. A knock on the door at Bill's house. Luna pauses, then considers the possibility that Dario returned. She sees Finn as she approaches the door to answer it. "Cousin Finn," she blurts out. Luna recoils and apologizes profusely for her actions. Finn gives her a harsh look before embracing her. She gives him a hug in return, surprised but appreciative. While Taylor discovers Luna's fins, Finn finds Luna and embraces her. The Forester fragrance is popular, but Carter is in the dumps. While Remy and Luna became closer, Steffy remained with Finn, despite her concerns that Sheila's crazy gene had been passed on to her kid. Finn checks with his wife at the Cliff house that it's acceptable for him to go out. Steffy informs him that she is his world and that they would work together to resolve the Luna problem. She remembers Finn informing her that Luna is his daughter and becoming alarmed after he leaves. She looks out into space until her mother shows up and inquires about her condition. Steffy informs her of the unfavorable news regarding children. An undesirable new member has joined the family. Since Taylor is perplexed, her daughter clarifies that this is illogical. Steffy explains that she saw her spouse was thinking about something. It turns out that his Aunt Poppy took advantage of him when he was 18. Taylor is horrified. That's not even the worst of it, Steffy continues. Upon his arrival at the prison, Finn informs the warden that he must visit Luna. He cannot be told where Luna is by the warden. When Finn reveals that he is her father, he is shocked. Only the man she believed to be his father was slain. Finn must see her and give her an explanation. She is under home arrest, the warden explains. Which home? The doctor asks. The warden departs. Finn tries looking for updates on Luna in his workplace. No success. Her location is sent to him by the warden. After mapping it, Finn discovers that it is Bill's residence. Luna grins at a picture of Will while perusing the Forester news stream at Bill's. She smiles at that. She appears unhappy after reading about killing Tom. She shakes her head, first at the mirror, then at the photo of Tom. She is certain that her father must be someone else. Who might it be? She wonders if Dario has returned when she hears a knock on the door. When she opens the door and sees cousin Finn, she gasps. His face contorts as he embraces her after she apologizes. He, Zend, Ridge, and Daphne discuss the perfume launch at Eric's. Ridge tells his father that Carter is waking up to being brainwashed by hope rather than celebrating his accomplishment. Echoing Ridge's stance, Daphne promises to see Carter and the business brought back to them. She goes to work with Zend. Eric and Ridge argue about Carter. Ridge is confident that Carter will change his mind. They have high hopes for the fragrance's financial success. It's hard for Eric to realize he's supporting his own club. When they take over, his son assures him that the business will be doing well. Carter is musing in the Forester office when Happy Hope interrupts. After reflecting on how he deceived Brother Ridge, he appears to be rather depressed. She assumed he would be preparing with Daphne for the big countdown. Where would the perfumer be, she wonders? Despite his nervousness, he says he is confident they will have a hit. As Daphne and Zend arrive for the lavish occasion, Hope lets out a gasp. Everyone is present if they wish to be. Who knows what could happen if this succeeds, Daphne replies. Hope is anxious as she drops her eyelids at Carter. The launch takes place and is successful right away. This indicates that taking over the company was the right move, Hope tells Carter. He looks at Daphne after forcing a grin. Hope continues to talk about how fantastic this achievement is. Carter is at a loss for words. Hope gives him a kiss and departs with Zend after telling him they may celebrate later. When they talk about the launch, Daphne asks Carter why he doesn't seem to want to celebrate. He is able to inform her. She is concerned. Steffy is completely blown away, and Finn is desperate to stay together. According to previews for The Bold and the Beautiful, Tanner Novlan's character John Finn Finnegan never expected to have to break the awful news to himself. However, another bombshell endangering his cherished marriage only overshadowed the revelation of Sheila Carter Sharp, Kimberlyn Brown, on his wedding day to Steffy Forrester Finnegan, Jacqueline McInnes Wood. Steffy thinks she's not able to handle it. She never anticipated to hear about Finn's daughter. She can, but she needs time to process all of this stuff, especially because a painful process has just begun. She first finds out that her mother-in-law is the probably greatest antagonist on two daytime series, B&B and The Young and the Restless. Steffy must now come to terms with the fact that the woman who caged her and intended to let her die from crushing is her husband's first child. Sheila Carter Sharp is equal to 1 + 1. The next thing Steffy will have to do is psychologically go back. Because Sheila is Finn's biological mother and Luna Nozawa is his daughter, a mind-numbing relationship has been made public. Sheila is Luna's grandmother in addition to being Steffy's mother-in-law. Wood and Novlan's reaction shots follow the score of the eerie accompanying music. It is instructive to go back to Sheila's talk with Finn's adopted aunt, Poppy Nozawa, in Il Giardino. Poppy would have a reaction shot of her own because there were Finn's birth mother and the lady he fathered a child with. Poppy Nozawa and grandmother form a bond. Poppy was unaware that her friendly and encouraging chat with Sheila was sowing the seeds of a tale. Sheila will, of course, like Poppy, be fiercely protective of her blood. Sheila and Poppy will join forces against Steffy in addition to the aforementioned. Sheila retreated from Finn, but she now has a new way to communicate with him. Poppy doesn't have any pals. She should, however, show that she appreciates Sheila. In Finn and Steffy's viewpoint, this mother-grandmother duo ought to provide a multifaceted perspective on family matters. Restructuring partnerships in Los Angeles. Poppy and Sheila are opposed to Steffy. However, they are also two individuals that will be on Finnegan's kill list together. Because Sheila understands Poppy's situation, viewers can instantly hear the sympathy. Although Luna has already experienced many of the same hardships as Poppy in recent years, we will soon realize that Luna's mother and grandmother have many commonalities. In the meantime, Finn will have to control his wife's normal response to all that has been thrown at her in this plot. However, finding out where Luna lives will be the big game-changer. Another argument for continuing to watch is whether it happens gradually, that is, character by character, or all at once. In the complex web of relationships in The Bold and the Beautiful, the Forrester family has been rocked by the discovery that Luna Nozawa is John Finn Finnegan's biological daughter. Steffy Forrester is currently dealing with feelings of betrayal, dread, and uncertainty as a result of this unexpected discovery. The main question is whether Steffy has the capacity to forgive Luna, given the horrific experience she had at Luna's hands, and what this means for her marriage to Finn. The disclosure of Luna's parents. The Forrester family was rocked by the discovery of Luna's real ancestry. Finn was thrown into a whirlpool of emotions when he learned that Luna was his daughter from a previous affair with Poppy Nozawa. Once revealed, the weight of this secret not only changed his perspective of his past, but also loomed large over the dynamics of his family today. This revelation was more than simply a shock to Steffy, it was a serious betrayal that raised doubts about the foundation of trust in her marriage. The pain of detention. The horrific event in which Luna kidnapped Steffy for reasons that are yet unclear adds to the situation's complexity. Steffy's experience of being imprisoned in a cage inside a building that was about to be demolished was terrifying and permanently damaged her mental health. In addition to Steffy's physical confinement, Luna's confession to her acts during this captivity added another level of psychological suffering. It is understandable that this experience has left Luna with a deep-seated sense of fear and bitterness, making forgiveness a difficult task. Finn's request for peacemaking. Finn is faced with a painful conundrum as he juggles his obligations as a spouse and his new duty as Luna's father. His innate sense of duty and compassion drive him to pursue a course toward reconciliation in the hopes of reintegrating Luna into their family. He is well aware of the immense suffering Steffy has endured, though, and he runs the danger of further upsetting his wife by pleading for forgiveness on Luna's behalf. The complex network of allegiances and feelings that characterize family ties is demonstrated by Finn's situation. Steffy's battle with pardoning. For Steffy, a maze of inner torment stands in the way of forgiveness. She perceives two forms of betrayal: the exposure of Finn's previous transgressions and the first-hand abuse she endured at Luna's hands. Once broken, trust is difficult to restore, and Steffy's internal conflict is evidence of this difficulty. Even though she still loves Finn, their relationship is plagued by the wounds from the recent events. Whether Steffy can overcome her suffering and find some measure of forgiveness, not only for Luna, but also for the sake of her marriage, is the big question. The path ahead. There are many obstacles in the way of healing and reconciliation. The sincerity of Luna's regret, her family's support, and her personal ability to get past the trauma she experienced will all undoubtedly play a role in Steffy's choice. As they all struggle with the effects of Luna's inclusion in their life, the dynamics within the Forrester family are about to change. In the end, the strength of Steffy and Finn's marriage will be put to the test, and the result is still up in the air. In conclusion, The Bold and the Beautiful offers a gripping account of the difficulties of forgiveness through the complicated interplay of trauma, treachery, and familial ties. The difficult road towards healing and the significant obstacles that come with severe emotional wounds are exemplified by Steffy Forrester's journey towards maybe forgiving Luna Nozawa. Is Steffy able to pardon Luna Nozawa for Finn? On The Bold and the Beautiful, Steffy Forrester is getting ready for an exciting journey. On the CBS soap opera this week, Dr. John Finnegan, played by Tanner Novlin, shocked his wife by revealing that Luna Nozawa, played by Lisa Yamada, is not his niece but rather his daughter. According to B&B spoilers, Steffy must now make a difficult choice that will impact her marriage's destiny. Is she truly able to forgive Luna for her actions from the previous year? This week's events on Bold are listed below, read on for all the specifics. Even though Steffy Forrester is extremely resilient, her near-death experience from the previous year still shakes her. Viewers of Bold and Beautiful were appalled when Luna lost her mind and abducted Finn's wife, holding her captive in a cage. Spoilers for B&B, Luna attempted to murder her father's wife. B&B spoilers reveal that Finn saved Steffy just in time, despite Luna Nozawa's original plan to leave her there to be killed by the building demolition. Steffy thanked her husband for saving her life, and Shin recently talked about the valiant incident. Finn revealed on The Bold and the Beautiful this week that he had an affair with his Aunt Poppy when he was a teenager, and that his cousin Luna Nozawa is actually his daughter. In his heart, Steffy knows that Finn will not abandon his difficult cousin now that he is aware that she is, in fact, his daughter. After all, she married Finn because he is a decent man, so she can't blame him for that. B&B spoilers, is it possible for Steffy to forgive and forget? Steffy must accept that Luna Nozawa tortured her and attempted to kill her in order for her and Finn to be able to go on. Divorce may result if Steffy doesn't give Luna another chance and tells Dr. Finn to sever all connections, just like she did with his birth mother Sheila Carter. Is Steffy's marriage going to suffer greatly as a result of accepting Luna as her stepdaughter, in your opinion? A mainstay of The Bold and the Beautiful, Steffy Forrester is renowned for her fortitude, tenacity, and capacity to handle the turbulent seas of romantic relationships and familial strife. It's time for Steffy to take a serious look at her relationship with Finn before it's too late, though, as her present marriage has drawn a lot of criticism. On the surface, Finn could seem like the ideal partner, kind, encouraging, and loyal, but there are hidden problems that raise the possibility that their marriage is not as strong as it seems. First of all, Finn's relationship with Sheila Carter, his birth mother, is a ticking time bomb that could detonate at any time. Sheila is a well-known manipulator who has a track record of ruining the lives of those around her. Steffy's mental health is constantly in jeopardy due to her influence over Finn. Even though Finn claims to have severed his relationship with Sheila, the truth is that blood ties are difficult to break entirely, and Sheila's capricious personality makes her a risky wild card in Steffy and Finn's relationship. The fact that Finn still struggles with his allegiance to his birth mother is a warning sign that Steffy cannot afford to ignore, as she has already experienced enough suffering at the hands of Sheila. Furthermore, Steffy's marriage is further complicated by her past relationship with Liam Spencer. Even though Steffy is no longer in love with Liam, their shared history and co-parenting relationship keep them connected in ways that might easily rekindle old emotions or cause friction in her wedding. Although Steffy has tried her best to soothe Finn about his fears regarding Liam, the truth is that Liam will always be a part of her life. Because of this dynamic, Steffy finds herself in a precarious situation where she must continually balance her past and present, which may eventually cause her marriage to fail. Steffy should have a spouse who is confident enough to fully trust her and who doesn't allow jealousy or outside factors to control their relationship. Finn might not be the steady, dependable companion Steffy needs, as seen by his inability to completely let go of his worries about Liam and Sheila. Furthermore, if Steffy remains in a marriage where she must continuously comfort Finn and make accommodations for his fears, it will jeopardize her own development and independence. Steffy needs a relationship that empowers her rather than one that emotionally drains her, because she has put a lot of effort into creating a life for herself and her kids. Finn's propensity to put his own emotions and his complex family relationships ahead of Steffy's welfare is an indication that their marriage may not be as harmonious as it ought to be. Steffy has always been a warrior, but she shouldn't have to defend her marriage or her own mental health in order to win her husband's love. It's obvious that their relationship might not last in the long run because Finn's actions, or lack thereof, continue to place Steffy in precarious situations. In addition, Steffy's kids, Hayes and Kelly, ought to be raised in a safe and stable setting, away from the turmoil caused by Sheila and Finn's complex relationship. Steffy has always prioritized her kids, and it is not in their best interests to be in a marriage that puts them in needless stress and risk. Even though Finn is a devoted parent, Steffy cannot ignore the fact that he is unable to completely shield his family from Sheila's influence. Providing a secure and caring environment for her kids should be Steffy's top priority. If Finn is unable to fully dedicate himself to that endeavor, Steffy should seriously examine whether their marriage is worth the risk. In summary, Steffy Forrester and Finn are at a turning point in their marriage, and the indications point to the possibility that she should leave. Even while Finn has a lot of positive traits, his relationship with Sheila and his unresolved fears about Liam create a toxic dynamic that could destroy all Steffy has fought so hard to achieve. Steffy should be with someone who is totally dedicated to her and her kids, someone who can give her the comfort and stability she needs without entangling her in needless turmoil. Steffy needs to sit back, reassess her marriage, and decide if remaining with Finn is really the best course of action for her and her family. Steffy has always been a survivor, after all, and she possesses the fortitude to make the difficult decisions required to safeguard her future. Steffy, you have to run for your enjoyment and mental well-being.